I believe the majority of you may know about the recent economic issue and how it may have affected the watch market. Recently, several watch videos on YouTube shows how the second-hand watch market is heading south. From what I understand and have experienced from the 2008 financial crisis, I can see the modern second-hand market will be affected much more than the vintage market. Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode with me, the Omega Enthusiast. From what I understand and experienced through the 2008 financial crisis, there will always be someone with the money to buy a watch, regardless of the problematic situation. The negativity and hype regarding the current market are unhealthy and cause many people a lot of scares. But pessimism content catches attention and attract more views because that's human nature. Unlike the Great Depression during the 1930s, we now live in a society where everything has become very convenient, so you can get almost anything done with a click of a button. I do not need a storefront to sell an item, and I do not need to travel to a different part of the world to offer my product internationally. So I can sit in the comfort of my home and advertise on the internet. I can offer my product through website, social media, forums, etc. For instance, I am from Canada, but most of you are probably watching my video from a different part of the world. I have many clients from Australia, over 14,000 kilometers away from Canada, whom I have never met in person. These are all achievable because we live in the 21st century. Sometimes it is best to stay optimistic, and when something is overly hyped or discussed, it will only end up as a delusion. So many people say it will be the end of the world when Y2K arrives. That was 22 years ago, and look at it. You are not watching my video in heaven, right? Surprises are what gets us. I would never have imagined the price of a first-generation Speedmaster would increase from $20,000 to over $200,000 in just a decade. But I knew the price of a Nevada Sea Diver chronograph would quickly halt due to overly hype around 2015, when the value action suddenly hiked drastically within a year. As a result, the price increased from just a few $100s to suddenly over a few $1,000s, which remains the same until today. The other thing was people went crazy over one, regardless of their condition, without thinking the future service cost for a chronograph watch would not be cheap. I do not sell modern second-hand watches, but from what I know, many modern watch buyers are pretty upset with these second-hand dealers' market control, especially when it comes to Rolex watches. You can walk inside a Rolex store today, and you may find only a few pieces on display. And to buy the piece that you like, you'll need to shop the second-hand market for one that is now 3 times the retail value. And if that piece went to another second-hand dealer before you'll need to pay 4 to 5 times more than its retail value by the time it gets to your hand. I believe Rolex is coming out with a new policy restricting a limit of 3 pieces per customer per year, hoping this will prevent the sales representative from dealing under the table. But of course, I don't think this new restriction will help anything. This is a rumor that has been spreading for some time now, so let me know your thoughts as I am unfamiliar with the modern market. The other thing I want to point out is that new releases are coming out yearly, which makes the modern watch market different from the vintage watch market. This is why a modern second-hand watch price can only reach so high before it plummets. The price hike was rocketing during the pandemic when people got free money from the government or those who have made a ton of money in the stock market. And now with the combination of economic crisis and continuous dealers' high profit gain, this will hurt the second-hand modern watch market. That's my 2 cents on the modern watch second-hand watch market. So my guess is if the world economy continues to go south next year, then expect retail stores such as Rolex will have pieces available to sell in store again. But again, long-time dealer will still manage to find ways to sell regardless of the situation. So those who are affected by the current market situation are mainly new modern second-hand watch flippers. Now, what about the vintage watch market? That will depend on what people hear in the news. Whenever a global issue such as the 2008 financial crisis or the pandemic starts, people will care more about rushing to stock up on essential goods for their homes and wait and see. During this time, vintage watch dealers expect a slight slowdown in sale for a couple of months before everything returns to normal again. There will always be people with money to spend in any crisis, and with the help of modern-day technology, from what I know, only a tiny handful of vintage watch dealers were affected by the 2008 financial crisis and the pandemic. So whatever you do in life, always look forward, work hard and don't give up, and stay optimistic. And there will always be light on the other side of the tunnel. There are more reasons you can think of for someone looking to buy a vintage watch than a modern one. With all that said, the one thing that slowed down my business to making almost nothing each month was at the start of 2012 when I went through chronic depression. I lost interest in nearly everything and felt extremely hopeless. So aside from self-depression, I would say the only thing that will truly affect our market is there's another world war. So let's pray for world peace, as that is most important at this time in life. A financial crisis will not affect everyone and will eventually return to normal. In conclusion, during a financial crisis, if you feel that you are doing very well financially, maybe instead of buying a watch or spending on luxury goods, give something back to the community. There will be a lot of people who will need help financially. Let me hear your comment below on your thoughts about the current situation. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy watching watch-related content. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the following episode.